Timmons, who will do the honors to introduce our student speaker, Dean Timmons.
It's my privilege to introduce the student speaker from the class of 2009. Like so many of her classmates, this year's student speaker has balanced the study of law with a full life outside the classroom. As an employee, a spouse, a parent, a student leader, and a future professional with a demonstrated commitment to public service. Chosen by a committee of her classmates, this year's student speaker is Rachel King.
Whatever you can do or dream that you can do, begin it. There is boldness. In boldness, there is genius, power, and magic. Begin it now. That quote is often attributed to Johann Wolfgang van Goethe. However, it is actually a mistranslation by Scottish mountaineer W.H. Murray. Murray was attempting to grasp from Goethe's Faust a couplet describing the definitive moment when someone commits himself wholly to something. How in that moment doors open, the path becomes clear, and Providence itself acquiesces to that commitment. And I think it appropriate that a mountain climber penned those words. There is very little in this world that is more bold than attempting to reach nature's peaks. Yet each time W.H. Murray sat at the bottom of a mountain, he boldly stepped onto the foothills and committed to his climb. And that is exactly what we have just done. From the moment we each sat for the LSAT and filled in that first bubble, we committed ourselves to our own mountain ranges. We each began with our own hopes and our own aspirations. And some of us knew exactly what we were going to do and where we were going to go. Whether it be the top of the class and onto a boutique law firm, or top of the class, and onto public interest law, because we knew someone needed a good attorney and a kindred spirit. And then there were those of us who weren't exactly sure where we fit in on the legal landscape. We just knew we wanted to be attorneys. We boldly, and sometimes with flickers of genius, have moved towards this day. And now that we're here, we have a few weeks to breathe easy, to be slackers, to take a breath and remind ourselves of what we've accomplished, and to congratulate ourselves on the arduous yet fulfilling journey. But we did not get here by ourselves. Our family and friends also deserve recognition for their achievements. It is not without a huge slice of boldness, power, and magic from them that we are sitting here today. So thank you. Thank you for listening to our dorky Blackacre jokes, and thank you for making coffee at 2 o'clock in the morning, and thank you for doing the laundry and the grocery shopping so that we didn't stink or starve during class. But most importantly, thank you for sitting here today and making this journey with us and making us stronger for it. And while we thank our family and our friends, we should also thank our peers and our professors. At orientation, we were all told to look to the left of us and to the right, and there was a likelihood that one of us would not be sitting here at graduation. That was a sobering thought. And then we were given our first reading assignment, and it became very clear very quickly that, yeah, they were right. Some of us wouldn't be sitting at graduation. So I'd like you now to look to your left and to your right and congratulate the person sitting next to you. And thank them, because of them, they made you work harder. They made you try to be better than you thought you could be capable of. And when you didn't want to read an extra case, you knew someone was going to be able to do it a little better than you, and maybe that pushed you a little harder to keep reading the notes. And know that you did that for somebody else. And when you get an opportunity, thank your professors. These are people who listened to our ridiculous hypotheticals. They answered our mundane questions they'd answered hundreds of times before, and they did it with a purpose. And from them we learned, and we are very fortunate to have had the opportunity to learn from people who are as knowledgeable about the law as they are. And when I sit and think and try to wrap my head around the fact that we're finished with law school, it's just amazing. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my free time. But, like anything else, we are never really done. That's just not in our nature. Each of us has an unwavering inner strength, and we are a fiercely competitive group of people. These two qualities make possible our achievement here today. And we will revel in this achievement, but only for a few moments, because we're going to need to find something else to conquer. That's just who we are, and that's how we work. And for many of us, it will be the bar exam. We begin preparing for that in a week. It will be the final any of us ever have to take. Feels pretty good. And we will take it, and we will pass. And in passing the bar, we will have a new beginning and a new commitment. And this time, not to ourselves, but to others. We are poised to become the members of a revered and noble profession. We are now the holders of the key. And though our professors may disagree at times, we are all research masters. But we did not come to law school knowing how to do digest searches and how to do topic searches. We had to learn that. And think back to RWA. Yeah, RWA, remember that? And remember how hard it was for us to take these cases, to find them, and then to synthesize them and make them say what we wanted them to say, and do it legally. Remember the time we put into learning how to do that. And know that our future clients cannot and will not be able to do that. They will be relying on us to show them the way, to guide them, and to counsel them. Because that is what we are today, counselors, in the truest, most sincere sense. Our trust and our knowledge of the law is what people will seek and what they will expect. And it will make no difference whether you're at a big firm or whether you're striking out as a solo practitioner. Regardless of your area of practice, we must all be prepared to see people not at their best, but often at their worst moments. At times when they have no one to turn to, they will turn to us. And it is we who need to be at our best. And it's through the commitment that we've made to our studies and through the experiences that we've had an opportunity to seize while at Georgia State and through the friendships that we have made and established over our time here that we are well armed to live up to our chosen title of counselor. So congratulations, everybody. We are beginning an exciting new climb, and go boldly and have the genius and the power and the magic to begin it.
Rachel, you represent your class well. You do us proud. You do us proud. Thank you for those insightful words, particularly the metaphor about lawyer as counselor. It really does capture the broader, nobler description of the profession you're about to enter. You know, a successful law school must do more than actually teach students the law. Its responsibility is to teach the law in context of what it must mean in a society